Hey sis, it's Christina Sierra here. I hope and pray you're doing well. I wanted to come for a moment and share with you all something that the Father deposited into me as I was responding to an email. What he said, or what hit me, was your experience gives you authority, but your testimony is what sets people free. And so what basically happened was a couple of days ago, I recorded a video saying how 2024 broke me, but like I'm back. And I sent my emailing list an email, letting them know about the video, encouraged them to go and watch it. And a lot of sisters responded saying that they felt the same thing. Like 2024 was like a year, right? Like life was life during 2024. But there was one specific sister that responded, and without like putting her information out there, um, what was basically said was that she completely understood. She was going through some things, and she didn't feel comfortable being transparent about what she was going through, and that forced her to like not show up for her audience or for her emailing list during 2024. And so as I'm reading the email, which, it goes more into detail and all of that, but it's hitting me because I'm her. Like, I completely understand what she's saying. And what God was showing me was how, like, as we are going through things, it is okay to be isolated. It is okay to hide. It is okay to shield, to protect ourselves as we are fighting these things that we're going through. Like when soldiers are at war, they're not like broadcasting every event. They wait till the war is over, then they share the victory. So God was like putting it in me that we have to ensure that we are not feeling bad about like not sharing, not showing up when we are under attack. When we are experiencing life, when we simply just can't show up. It is wise for us to use this time to fight the enemy, to fight the war, to keep our strength, to guard, shield, and protect our strength, to ensure that we are focusing on the things that matter. Because a lot of the times during this time, we're like in survival mode, right? We're dealing with spiritual warfare. And when you're dealing with spiritual warfare, you're getting hit from different angles, right? When the enemy is after you, he comes from multiple angles. So it's really wise for us to use this time and say, hey, it is okay for me to step back, right? It is okay for me to not share. It is okay for me to not show up in this area because I need to preserve, right? And I need to not even show my hand. I don't even need to let people know like what I'm experiencing right now. So the things that we are experiencing, like the actual events that we are going through, the trials and tribulations, is the experience. It gives us the authority to talk, to encourage, to be relatable because we have experienced these things. But while we're experiencing them, we don't have to let others know that this is what we are experiencing while we're experiencing it. The greater value is going to be in the testimony because this is where other people are going to get set free. They're going to see your freedom and they're going to know that freedom is for them also. So the testimony is like the main important thing out of the trials and tribulations that you're going to be experiencing. So I just want to encourage you, like as you are going through things, and I know that, we're doing a lot right now, and we're trying to ensure that everybody's okay, right? We're trying to ensure that we're okay, that everyone around us is okay. But I want to encourage you to start letting go of the things that don't need your priority. Letting go of the things that are not serving you currently. I literally talked towards the end of last year. I talked about how, like, as I am trying to do certain things, I am completely getting overwhelmed to where I completely dropped everything on the floor. I let go of everything. And I said, I'm only picking up the things that I necessarily need to pick up, the things that are going to be a priority. Everything else can stay down there. Either they get swept up or I pick them up sooner. I'll pick them up soon when I have like the time, the energy or whatever to do it. But we have to make sure that we are being very gentle with ourselves as we are going through this war, as we are elevating, as we are growing, as the Father is using, restoring, and refining us, that we are being gentle with ourselves during this time. I dealt with a lot of guilt and shame 2024, and that there kept me in bondage itself. because I'm like, I can't go before the Father. I know he already knows, but it's like, I know better. Like, right? I don't, and it's a hole. Like I said, I did myself in a hole to where it was like, let me try to fix this before I go back, to the Father, as opposed to just giving it to him as it's a disaster. So what? Like, he's God and he loves me. He will take it and he will fix it. I felt like, let me try to fix it a little bit and then give it to him, right? We have to just make sure that we are just paying attention to what, like, God is trying to reveal to us, how we're feeling. Like, if we feel as though we need to be isolated, if we feel as though like something is too much in a time where we are being under attack, or we are experiencing spiritual warfare, or life is lifing, don't be ashamed to hide. Don't be ashamed to isolate. Like, don't be ashamed to say you need a break. So I just want to come and share that little download with you before I head to bed. Know that your experience gives you authority, but your testimony is what sets people free. The events that are currently happening, like the trials and tribulations that you are experiencing, they all serve a purpose. But know that that's yours. Like, you don't have to share that in this moment. And also, like, it's like sharing a story that's not complete yet, right? Like, if all the stories have a happy ending, it's like, why am I sharing this if the happy ending hasn't really happened, right? It's like, let me get all of the story together and then I can share it. As opposed to just like letting people know of just all of the bad, negative, horrible things that you're experiencing and you not having the actual solution. You're not actually having a blueprint. You're just like, my life is falling apart and I don't even know like what to do. You could turn that into my life was falling apart and God gave me the blueprint of like what to do, right? The testimony, again, is what's going to set other people free. So I want to tell you to enjoy the experience. I laugh because as you're going through it, like, it's not enjoyable at all. It can be enlightening, it can be, it can build you, you can learn a lot, but it's definitely like not fun while you're going through it. After you come out of it, you can laugh and joke and just, talk about it. But as you're in it, it's like the worst thing ever. So again, I just wanted to come and share that with you all. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section below. I guess I'm done for the night. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.